music career in the blink of an eye. It is our very own Mr. Alfie Boe, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Alfie? Looking good?
I'm good, thank you, yeah.
You know, what a remarkable story. So you're working lecture, you're just a regular guy, and suddenly you have a big career in opera.
Yeah.
But you weren't actually an opera fan, were you? Is that right?
No, I wasn't, no.
So how does that happen then? How does someone who isn't really into opera become an opera star?
My father used to play a lot of different types of music around the house. So I grew up listening to opera, to blues, to rock and roll, to country music and all that. So I just discovered that opera was the way that my voice should go. And
So you had the right voice for it.
Yeah.
So who told you that? How did you know that? You just found you were more comfortable singing that, or other people said that you should sing that?
Well, I started, around the house, I started impersonating people like Pavarotti, which is pretty stupid, because he's good, and I wasn't.
How old were you then?
14.
But you weren't a big fella.
No,
you
I wasn't massive. No. But I could sing high notes pretty loud.
I can't imagine there were that many 14-year-olds in Lancashire running around imitating Pavarotti at 14.
No, I know. Well, I didn't tell anyone because I'd have my face smashed in.
Okay, so now you have the family, the kids, and do they like listening to you? Do they find Dad's opera sing, or would they rather listen to more?
My little girl says it's too loud. She always says, like, stop singing, Daddy, you're making a fool of yourself, it's too loud. The school that she's going to has asked me to sing at their Christmas Carol concert, you know. But my daughter won't let me. She said it's too embarrassing.
How old is she?
She's 5 now.
Well, that's the age when Daddy's over. Now, you've got a new album out, and this album is an opera, so I'm assuming this is the kind of music you would listen to, is that right?
Yeah, well, I've had the fortunate chances of singing with some fantastic people in my career. I've sung with Bryn Terfel, Jose Carreras, Renee Fleming, you know, Robert Plant, Alice Cooper, Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. It's like I've had all these chances.
That's an eclectic group.
It is, yeah, but I don't see any difference between them. You know, I can give you an example of the styles of singing. I don't change the way I sing in any.
Okay, so say you were singing a Led Zepp song.
Yeah.
Would you not have to sing that differently to singing a piece of opera?
No, I could. No, I can demonstrate if you want.
Well, let's have a little time. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, for example, if you're singing like the last notes of Nessun Dorma, you know, the big Vincero.
Oh, I know those last few notes, don't we all? I think we've all been there in the shower.
Well, the last big note is that's the sort of place you would sing like the start of rock and roll by Led Zeppelin.
Could we have the start of rock and roll by Led Zeppelin?
Okay. It's been a long time since I rock and roll.
Wow. Pretty good. Let's hear, can you hear a little bit of Nessun Dorma? So remember, this is the same thing. Although, I have to say this, Daddy, that was a bit too loud.
Was it a bit like that?
That is loud though. I mean, man, I'm saying that was pretty loud over there. But my ears were ringing, so in the car, that must drive your kid nuts.
It's usually in the car and get told to shut up.
Hey, no, I really enjoyed the album. I was listening to it, I got sent a copy of the release, and some of my favourite tracks are on this.
Well, it's talking about performing with people as well. I mean, the band themselves on this album were incredible. I mean, we got to do all these tracks with Booker T.
Booker T and the MGs is on this album.
Yeah,
wow, that's exciting.
It was incredible, man. Guys.
We got a little bit of ET. The album's Trust by Alfie Boe. It's out November the 11th. It's got some fabulous tracks on it. Here's a little taste of one.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there.
were performing in
Les
Les
Miserables,
Miserables.
yeah.
And then the movie
The
came
movie
out.
that I wasn't in. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. But this happens a lot, doesn't it? You have someone who makes a role their own on stage, and they
Yeah.
often don't get cast in the film because they want a movie star name.
Whoa, that's a terrible picture.
That's what Louis Walsh looks like in the morning. Did you audition for the movie?
I did, yeah. I auditioned for it, and my audition was about 2.5 hours long.
Wow.
So I sang the whole of the show, did the dialogue and all that sort of business. But then I was walking out of the room, and I said to the guy that was going in after me, I said, "Good luck, mate. You know, it's all the best." And it's Hugh Jackman. So I thought, yeah, that was a waste of 2.5 hours, wasn't it? Really?
Well, you never know for sure. But I mean, having said that, you know, he was very much Hugh Jackman. He was good in the role as well.
Yeah,
Have you seen the movie? Did you
Well,
go see it?
yeah, I did actually. No, Hugh Jackman was great in it. Yeah.
So when you first got on the
I wasn't bitter at all about losing out to Hugh Jackman.
No,
Well, he's not getting into the movies because I can sleep at night still. I'm all right.
but if you're going to
I
lose out,
didn't hate him. You know, it wasn't a big problem.
so
It wasn't a big deal. Okay.
you still watch the Wolverine movie?
Yeah,
But
I'm
you know,
auditioning for that.
if you are going to lose out to someone, lose out to Hugh Jackman.
Exactly.
I never saw Lemmy's live. Everyone used to cry in the audience. There was always a big reaction from that. Was there
The
a
movie's
point?
good. Sorry.
Was there a point where you knew you had the crowd? Was there always a certain point in the music itself when you knew you had it?
Getting past the last note of Bring Him Home was always a bit of a milestone for me. So when I did it in front of like 20,000 people at the O2, that was the telling point.
Could we have a little bit of that?
Of Les Miserables?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
And could you do that thing at the end where you schnick and your claws come out? Because that's what people like about that music.
You're a bastard. You can take, you can give, let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die, let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home.
Next week we finally managed to make Gary cry. Gary, any emotion? Yes! Yes! I knew you could do it. Hey, it was great having you here and great hearing you sing. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Mr. Alfie Boe!